Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a kind and beautiful Jewish girl named Esther. She was very pretty and had a heart of gold. Esther lived with her uncle Mordecai, who was like a father to her ever since her parents died. Hi kids, it's me again, and welcome back to our Catechism for Kids series. Today, we are going to talk about a brave queen named Queen Esther. So without further ado, let's dive into the story. Esther, in Hebrew, it means star or happiness. She is the queen of Persia and wife of Ahasuerus, who is identified with Xerxes. In 485 to 465 BC, she was a Jewess of the tribe of Benjamin, daughter of Abihail, and bore before her accession to the throne the name of Edessa. Her family had been deported from Jerusalem to Babylon in the time of Jeconias, 599 BC. On the death of her parents, she was adopted by her father's brother, Mordecai, who then dwelt in Susan, the capital of Persia. King Ahasuerus, being angered at the refusal of his wife Vashti to respond to his invitation to attend a banquet that he gave in the 3rd year of his reign, divorced her and ordered the most attractive maidens of the kingdom brought before him, that he might select her successor from among them. Among these was Esther, whose rare beauty captivated the king and moved him to place her on the throne. Her uncle Mordecai remained constantly near the palace, so that he might advise and counsel her. While at the gate of the palace, he discovered a plot of 2 of the king's eunuchs to kill their royal master. This plot he revealed to Esther, who in turn informed the king. The plotters were executed, and a record of the services of Mordecai was entered in the chronicles of the kingdom. Not long thereafter, Haman, a royal favorite before whom the king had ordered all to bow, having frequently observed Mordecai at the gate of the palace, and noticed that he refused to prostrate himself before him, cunningly obtained the king's consent for a general massacre in one day of all the Jews in the kingdom. Following a Persian custom, Haman determined by lot that the massacre should take place a 12-month hence. A royal decree was thereupon sent throughout the kingdom of Persia. Mordecai informed Esther of this and begged her to use her influence with the king and thus avert the threatening danger. At first she feared to enter the presence of the king unsummoned, for to do so was a capital offense. But, on the earnest entreaty of her uncle, she consented to approach the king after 3 days, which with her maids she would pass in fasting and prayer, and during which she requested her uncle to have all the Jews in the city fast and pray. On the 3rd day, Esther appeared before the king, who received her graciously and promised to grant her request whatever it might be. She then asked him and Haman to dine with her. At the banquet, they accepted her invitation to dine with her again on the following day. Haman, carried away by the joy that this honor gave him, issued orders for the erection of a gallows on which he purposed to hang the hated Mordecai. But that night the king, being sleepless, ordered the chronicles of the nation to be read to him. Learning that Mordecai had never been rewarded for his service in revealing the plot of the eunuchs, he asked Haman the next day to suggest a suitable reward for one whom the king desired to honor. Thinking it was himself that the king had in mind, Haman suggested the use of the king's apparel and insignia. These the king ordered to be bestowed on Mordecai. At the second banquet, when the king repeated to Esther his offer to grant her whatever she might ask, she informed him of the plot of Haman, which involved the destruction of the whole Jewish people to which she belonged, and pleaded that they should be spared. The king ordered that Haman should be hanged on the gibbet prepared for Mordecai, and, confiscating his property, bestowed it upon the intended victim. He charged Mordecai to address to all the governors of Persia letters, authorizing the Jews to defend themselves, and to kill all those who, by virtue of the previous decree, should attack them. During 2 days, the Jews took a bloody revenge on their enemies in Susan and other cities. Mordecai then instituted the Feast of Purim, which he exhorted the Jews to celebrate in memory of the day which Haman had determined for their destruction, but which had been turned by Esther into a day of triumph. The foregoing story of Esther is taken from the Book of Esther, as found in the Vulgate. Jewish traditions place the tomb of Esther at Hamadan Ekbatana. The fathers of the Church considered Esther as a type of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and that is the story of the very brave Queen Esther, who, with her quick thinking and bravery, saved her people from annihilation. Wow, what a heroine! The festival of Purim, still observed by Jews today, was established to celebrate their deliverance thanks to Esther's intervention. The events described in the Book of Esther highlight the divine providence and the importance of standing up against injustice. Although there is no specific representation associated with Esther the Queen, numerous artistic interpretations have sprung up over the years, depicting her story through various mediums such as paintings and illustrations. While Esther the Queen has not been officially canonized by the Catholic Church, her story remains highly revered, emphasizing her qualities of faith, bravery, and compassion. Her life serves as an inspiring example for all, demonstrating the power of conviction and the potential to make a positive impact. Hey little learners, did you like today's story? Share with us in the comments below. Do you think you would be as brave as Esther? Let us know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with other Catholic family. We love you, and we'll see you again next time. Remember that Jesus loves you always.